Rail Talk is sponsored by Epic Insurance Brokers, one of the nation's top retail insurance brokers, providing expertise across key lines of insurance like property and casualty, employee benefits, and unique specialty insurance. Another unique and special guy is Chris Moore, who leads Epic's equine specialty practice. You see him all over the place at the sales, at the races. He's got horses himself. He lives and breathes this sport. Part of the reason we love him so much. But he also is a good hang and knows the business, knows the insurance business inside and out. If you buy yearlings and have a nice group of horses and didn't review the ins and outs of your insurance program, you got to fix that ASAP. Give Chris a call. He'll get all that mess in order. Now's the time to review the meat and potatoes of your insurance program as well. Your farm, auto, workers' comp, the umbrella policies. That January 1st insurance renewal date is right around the corner. So give Chris a call. Is your mortality insurance guy different than your farm insurance guy? That could be a problem. Chris knows this inside and out. He knows all of the intricacies and the nuances of the insurance business. There's a reason that Epic and his team insures so many great horses, including so many of Jon Green and DJ Stable's horses. So shout out to Chris and the team. And that brings us to this week's
Epic Performance of the Week.
The Epic Performance of the Week. John, it's good to have you back for this. And this week's Epic Performance of the Week, it was a little bit of slim pickings. The racing calendar is really starting to wind down a little bit. But I want to give it to Shred the Gnar. Shred the Gnar, which John has told me is a snowboarding term. Again, Sean White over here obviously knew what that was off the top of his head. But yeah, very, very nice filly who had a lot of promise earlier this year. She had run 3 races. She was twice first by 6.5 and 7 lengths, and the other race she missed by a neck. Got going a little bit too late to get into like the Kentucky Oaks mix, but she was going to be a serious filly for the summer. Had to go on the shelf after that May 2nd allowance race. Came back on Saturday in the Grade 3 Chaluki Stakes at Churchill and crushed him and was much the best. Not even the favorite, as John mentioned. Ragtime was in there, One Magic Filly. It was a decent little field, but man, she looked good, John. And we're looking for like really good 4-year-old fillies next year. I mean, we're not. The nitrogen people are not. But in general, for racing with Torpedo Anna, like I think that there's kind of a gap in that older filly and mare division, and maybe this is one of them for next year.
It very well could be. It was nice to see her coming off the layoff. It was a 6-month layoff, Joe, and she beat the older fillies and mares, so she's already taken that next step against older horses. But put in another Grade 3, $610,000 yearling purchase by Flying Dutchman and Brian Lynch, and just comes from an absolute stout female family out of a Bernardini mare. Zenith is the second dam, who was campaigned very successfully by John Service, multiple graded stake-winning filly there, and Shred the Gnar is a name and a saying that you'll be hearing a lot about in 2026.